wearing a scarf in my video because I'm classy. Yeah. So I was on YouTube and I was watching other people talk about their fictional role models, and I figured, well, why not do it myself? Because I have a role model in a TV show who probably outdoes all of yours. That's just what I think. I'm just kidding. Yours might be perfectly fine, but mine is Lana Winters. Lana, she goes by both, I don't even know. Lana Winters from American Horror Story Season 2. FYI, there are spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, why are you watching? Go watch it right now. You better go now. So Lana is a journalist who goes to Briarcliff Asylum to investigate what's been going on there, because a lot of crazy things have been going on in Briarcliff. And as she does, Sister Jude, who runs it, notices that she lesbian somehow. She ends up finding her lover named Wendy. I hate that word, lover. Ugh. But she finds her and makes a deal with her to keep her alive as long as she admits her to Briarcliff. And that's how she ended up there. And this is set in like 1964, so, you know, that obviously meant that gay people were diseased. I can go on and on about how many things I love about her. I'm going to... feelings. I have a lot of feelings about Lana Winters. I love her because she is so driven. Every time I watched an episode with her in it, I was like, man, why can't I have as much determination as you? I'm sitting here looking at my research paper while you're running away from rapists. Just... how even? How even? I look up to her so much because she... throughout the whole series, I rooted for her. She was strong and independent, and you know, she had her moments where she felt like she wasn't gonna make it, but she did. And every minute of the time, I was like, you are perfect. This is just a lot of feelings. It's hard to talk about this because there's so many feelings. Getting feelings. So the moment that made me really fall in love with her was, other than every other moment in that show, was when it was her and Grace planning to leave the asylum, as well as Shelley, the nymphomaniac in the series. They were all planning on leaving, and then when she realizes that Kit was a part of this, who is another character in the story who is admitted because he killed people, they think he killed people, she relinquishes her chance to escape by screaming out to the guard, like, help, Kit, he's killing people, he's gonna run out and kill people. And I really, really enjoyed this moment because she could have gotten out. She could have just been like, oh, he's a killer, I'll let him go with me. But instead, she did what she felt was right, because in her heart she knew that he was a killer, and she sacrificed her freedom to get him out. Who does that? Who? I could seriously go on and 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 on all day about how much I love her, but that would be boring. You guys would probably stop listening and be like, okay, bye. Unsubscribe. And I don't even have that many subscribers, what am I doing? But of course, she's not without her flaws. After she gets out of the asylum and she makes it to the real world where she publishes her book about her experience, she kind of, you know, gets into the, you know, the frame of mind of a snobby Hollywood star, which, you know, I kind of watched and I was like, you know, Lana, what are you doing? Stop it. But at the same time, I had to think about it, because who wants to sit and pretend to always be, you know, just sad about a traumatic experience? I'm not saying that these incidents, these experiences aren't the most scarring things that could happen to somebody. But she didn't. She decided not to sit and play the victim. And, I mean, she didn't do it in the most constructive way, but she did as what she could. And that's kind of another reason why I like her a lot, because, yes, she had this growth as a person in the whole show, but at the same time, she had that moment of, you know, vulnerability and I'm gonna do what I want because I feel like I deserve it. Even though she did kind of go through this, like, I'm a star, I'll do what I want, she felt guilt about it. But she tried to put the guilt down so much that it would come out in bursts, and, you know, she would try to ignore it as much as she can. And, you know, I had to feel a little sorry for her because I love her. She's my homegirl. So if you've watched the series, you probably know some of the other hand gestures. Woo! Some of the other things that have happened to her in it, to where you can feel upset about her, whatever. I will come to her defense no matter what. So if there is any Lana hate out there, I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna crush it real hard. So overall, I feel like she's one of the most perfect characters I've ever seen in anything ever, because she's a super positive role model that shows that you can do anything that you put your mind to, and even though she has her flaws, she really is someone to look up to. And she's lesbian, man. I gotta have my gay people to look up to, so she's one of them. Woohoo! Hope you enjoyed my rambling about my favorite fictional characters, one in particular. So if you have a fictional role model that you like, you can comment down there in the comment section and tell me who you like a lot, and maybe I will agree. Thanks for watching. I hope you understood my rambling, and I'll see you next time.